Hello, everybody. This is Mark, aka Wingman 709. No, this is
What?
this Xbox Life episode 421, Crossing the Line, and I am Wingman 709, and with me is my good buddy Rob. How you doing, Rob?
I am Presar and I am this Xbox Life.
There you go. I haven't done this for a very long time, and it's all very different. I don't even know if it's working. I know some stuff's not working, and it's all Brun's fault.
We should call this show Amateur Hour.
We should just change the title to Blame Brun because I have a feeling he's gonna get blamed a lot during this show. So
That's what you do to the guy that's not here to defend himself.
I don't even know if. Oh, okay. So Revlobot is working. I don't know if Moobot's working. I don't know if Muxie should be working. Twitch doesn't seem to be working as I'm seeing it just a circle on my computer, but let me refresh that.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're actually streaming live. I saw the ad kick on and we kicked on and then it yeah, there we go. It looks like we're live. It says we're live. So, woo, welcome. It's Saturday night, baby. All right, let's get to it. Hopefully someone will join us on this odd evening and let us know if they can hear us. So, Rob, you might want to check that if you can.
I am right now.
All right. Hopefully, you can hear both of us. So, I will go ahead and start while you're listening, checking that out on what we've been playing. Oh, and before I jump into that, normally we are on Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. However, this week none of us were able to record, and Brun's actually out the whole entire weekend. So Rob and I decided to do a Saturday evening so that we could get a show out to all of you guys because we appreciate you. That's just how much we care. We wanted to get you a show. So we are going to start with what have you been playing? And Rob, I'm going to surprise you a little bit here, maybe. And I surprised myself. I was a little
Yeah.
bored this week, and I have not been playing a lot of games for probably the last 2 months. It's been real light. I just haven't had a desire to play anything. For some reason, I launched Battleborn, and
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that game. It's
Oh yeah.
came out right before Overwatch. Not a lot of people got it because they were waiting for Overwatch. So I got back in, and they've had a bunch of updates because I bought the digital deluxe version. So I guess I bought the season pass and all that. I don't know why. I guess because it was Gearbox. Um, but they've added in like 3 new missions. They call them operations. I do like them because they're a lot shorter than the story missions. Each story mission is like really long. It takes you at least an hour at a minimum to get through one of them. And it's not, and it's kind of like you got to complete the thing. It's not really like a normal campaign where you can just kind of stop and start where you want. If you stop, that means you didn't complete it. It's really different. So these are shorter. You can run through them. They change. I've noticed as you go back and replay them, there's different things that will change. The main kind of path that you follow and the things you do stay the same, but they've got like different tasks that will things that'll appear one time when you go through, and the next time they're not there and it's something else, and they'll throw these little side things at you and challenges and open secret rooms, and sometimes those rooms aren't available the next time you go through. It's really weird, but it's kind of interesting because you really don't know what to expect each time you go through. They've got new characters, which I don't know if because I was a season pass, I got to unlock all of them for free and early, and so I've got all them. But I still have only been really playing with one character, and the character's name is Thorn. She uses a bow and arrow, and I hate that the bow and arrow is so slow. I tried playing with this other like robot dude named Oscar Mike, and I like that he's got an assault rifle and grenade launcher, but I really like Thorn's. She's got this ability to throw out this what's called a blight field. It's like this spot on the ground, and if they step in it, then they take damage, and she's got some pretty cool powers that I really like, and that's what I got used to. But the bow and arrow is so slow. But I do pretty good with Thorn, so I've been working on that, and got some achievements that I wasn't expecting, and um, just been kind of having some fun with Battleborn. They've done a lot to that game, so if you're like me and you bought it when it came out and haven't played it since, you might want to go and check it out. There's been a lot of updates to it. You might find that you like it. How about you? And are we can everybody hear us?
Um, might want to boost it a little bit. It's kind of soft.
Even for me? I wonder if that's me.
Yes.
Boy. Okay. Trying to remember how to do this. I think
Okay.
that's
While you're boosting,
I know how to boost you.
and and not the kind of boosting that you do on Xbox Live playing games. Yeah, I haven't been playing a whole lot lately. I'm in the middle of moving. Actually, tomorrow's the big day, so unfortunately, my life for the past couple weeks has been consumed by that. I did manage to just tinker around a little bit in the Xbox One dashboard now that I set myself up to be like no, it shuts down. There's no instant on anymore. I went through and I updated like a whole slew of games, and it's just amazing how long that takes. And with Xbox One doing it in the background normally, how much you don't understand how much it actually does or how much it actually downloads. So I started the downloads and I'm like, wow, this is going to take a little while. Let me just go do something else, like pack. And yeah, I let that be. I really didn't get anything played. And I've been kind of on the fence lately. I finished Dishonored 2, and the only thing I really do anymore, it's like I don't know which game to play next. And the only game that I really sort of dabble in anymore is that Kingdom New Lands. That thing is such a huge time sink and surprisingly fun. I don't know why. It just captures me so much. On the PC front, I just started playing a little bit of a game today called Factorio. It's kind of a neat little game. There's a demo available. Basically, you go and you're a guy that crashes on a planet, and I think you're trying to build a rocket ship. And so it's like one of those exploration, crafting, get attacked by the natives type of game. So if you're a fan of Minecraft or any of those games that do any type of crafting or something, this is something you might want to check out. Factorio is the name. And from what I understand, it's only programmed by two guys. I thought I heard that. But yeah, it's about it for me.
You lost me at Minecraft.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't talking about Minecraft. I just made a Minecraft reference.
Exactly. That's all it took.
And
I'm
that's
out.
enough for you.
I'm out.
Apparently, you don't have the gaming aptitude of a 5-year-old.
I do not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I think I did talk about it. Did I mention that I played Overcooked a while back?
Um,
I can't
I
remember.
remember you asking about it in an email. I didn't know you played it.
I can't remember. I thought I talked about it the last time I
Yeah.
was on because it was you and Ron last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
How was it?
Uh, well, are you done? I'm sorry.
I'm done. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. Um, it's one of those that you got to be careful if you're going to play with kids because it's very frustrating. It's a it's a fun game. It can be fun, but it can be very frustrating at the same exact time. Like you just want to strangle people because it's just like I got to keep yelling at the kids. Do your own job. Stop. It's like, well, there's a dish over there. I will get the clean. I'll get the dirty dishes and wash them, and I'm cooking the meat, and you just chop up the lettuce, and you chop up the onions, and you get the bread and clean plates, and you're trying to get everybody to go do this, go do that,
Yeah.
and it can be frustrating. But it ramps up. It gets hard really fast, which kind of stinks because I got kids that it's like, okay, this is a little too complicated. So, but it's fun. It's a fun little game, but
Okay.
you got to have other people around. It really is. You got to have multiple people to play it. It's not a single player game, so keep that in
Oh,
mind.
okay.
So I'm still low. I mean I don't understand because I didn't touch that at all for me. That volume hasn't changed in
Is there
years.
like a master volume that you can bump?
That's where it normally is, but I don't know. Maybe I need to get closer to the microphone. Maybe that's all it is. Yeah, talk a little closer to it. All right. It's like nobody's here because it's a Saturday night. Everybody's out partying while we're here recording. All right. So that takes us into what we've played. So let's go to Patreon. You can support the show if you would like by going to thisxboxlife.com/Patreon. And this is where you would select how much money you want to donate every month. They would automatically bill your credit card or debit card or whatever you want, the amount that you set. You can set it as low as $1 and as high as you wish. So feel free to open up the purse strings. If you do not want to do a monthly, you can do a one-time donation to thisxboxlife.com/donate. This is a one-time only, and your name will appear down at the bottom of the screen where the little dollar sign is. And I don't know, I switched and it's a new setup, and so I don't have the data of who last did it, but it was I know his name. Come on, Rob, who's down there? We were talking about getting him on the show here soon because he's a Patreon too.
I can't remember anything more than
Domino?
half an
Is
hour
it
ago.
Domino 85? Drano 85. Drano. So Drano, we'll get your name back up there, Drano. I gotta get Brun here to figure out why my setup's not working to show that info. Okay. But let's see. Next roundtable. Man, I've been out of touch on doing this. All right. So the first things first. Gears of War gets social cross play. So what that means is the PC master race can say, well, can finally prove that they are the master race. Oh, great! I'm gonna get now. You get the ads from me. um, all right, so Gears of War has, Microsoft and the Coalition are now allowing Xbox One and PC players to fight against one another in Gears of War 4. So we can now have the keyboard, mouse versus controller battles that we all have so desperately wanted. Right, Rob?
Absolutely.
It's what we dream of, what we live for. It's the nightmare that is coming our way. Um, so yeah, this plan to be let's see, it's planned to be permanent, and after the first few months will serve. The first few months are going to serve as a trial. The coalition actually tested this out back in December for a weekend. As for core and competitive modes, they will stay platform specific. Um, uh, well, wait a minute. So the social quick play is now cross play playlist according to Xbox Wire. That means so you can duke it out. PC and Xbox One can duke it out in versus multiplayer, but I guess the rest of the uh, core and competitive modes will stay platform specific. But that's weird. To me, that almost doesn't make sense because I mean the versus multiplayer is the same as competitive, correct?
No idea.
I mean, I that's the way to me competitive is versus. You're competing against
Oh,
each
yeah.
other. Cooperative, I could see maybe that's a typo on their page. They meant to say core as in the game, the single player campaign co-op, and the cooperative modes like horde mode. Maybe those are going to stay platform specific. So this could be a typo. But also earlier in the month, Gears of War 4 got two classic maps, Blood Drive and Clock Tower, are now available. So get your gears. Time to get your Gears of War 4 on, people.
Cool.
I don't want to necessarily play against mouse and keyboard. I get destroyed enough by
Just
console
get
players.
annihilated.
I get killed enough as it is, yeah. So, oh well. Now we can die even more. All right. Next item up for discussion. If you guys notice the background, if for those that are watching the show, you'll see all these classic Halo helmets. Well, those are coming to Halo 5 Guardians next month. Halo 5 Guardian players are going to be able to adorn their Spartan with classic Halo helmets, as 343 Industries has announced that the classic helmet rec pack will launch on February 9th. So we're only like 2 weeks away from that. The helmets won't be released alongside any additional content, as they are their own thing and technically part of Monitor's bounty. 343 is currently at work on various technical improvements and bug fixes, and plans to roll out a maintenance update sometime in the future. So, I guess the rec packs are pretty big, and you're going to be able to wear some classic helmets. I don't know, bro. What do you think? I think a
That
lot of people will like that.
that image that you got up, that kind of reminds me of, I guess, the Halo version of the Xbox Design Lab. So
Yeah.
the Spartans go in, they design their helmet. Maybe they can get their name engraved on there for another $10.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Yeah, so it's cool that they're offering this up. Definitely something longtime fans will enjoy.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So that's coming. I think. I got one more, and then I turn it all over to you, because this game, Dead Rising 4, that's my game, baby. So Dead Rising 4 is getting new difficulty modes, customizations, a free trial. I think you can actually do this already. I believe you can, or maybe that was Watch Dogs has got the free trial right now. Um, so Dead Rising 4 was released on December 6th. Players have killed over 7 billion zombies. Um,
Wow.
yeah, it's eclipsing the population of planet Earth. We've also taken over 3 million photos and selfies, eclipsing most of the Cardassian families on any given weekend. That's
Ah,
awesome. That's awesome.
almost.
So, to attract new players to Dead Rising, we're also releasing a 1 hour timed trial. So, if you want to try it out, you can. To offer current players further engagement with Frank's world, they're introducing 2 new difficulty modes and releasing a Street Fighter outfit pack. Both are free to all players. This is accompanied by a patch fixing several bugs that they've been tracking since launch. So for players that have tamed the horde and are looking for a bigger challenge, they're introducing 2 new difficulty modes for the story. The 2 new levels scale from hard to ultra hard, which this is really good because the game is really easy.
Oh, it is.
It's a very easy game.
I was gonna say ultra hard must be like impossible.
Could be, but I know a lot of the complaints on the game was that it just was not that hard. So it's good to see that they're actually bringing
Like
that
in
in.
general or compared to earlier ones?
Well, compare in general. I mean, the game was like I died a couple times throughout the whole entire game, but like not once did I die in the final boss battle. It was just kind of like,
Mm.
oh, it's over. I was like waiting for that, but the whole entire game, it's just like you didn't really, yeah, it just wasn't hard. It was one of the easiest games I've played.
Wow.
And
Okay.
they're now, and they didn't have anything other than like one mode. So now they've actually got the normal, the hard, and ultra hard. Um, Also playing either of the new modes will earn players new gamer score and achievements as well. So, uh, let's see. Enemies will do more damage. Frank's weapons will break faster, and food restores less health than before. So that's kind of what's going to make this game a little bit harder to watch or to play. The new difficulty modes will be available to players on January 30th. So we got about 2 days. That's this coming week. And then also I'll mention the Street Fighter outfits are coming as well on the 30th. There's like 4 of them. You can download 5 outfits from the Ultimate Fighting Game series, including Cammy, Guile, M Bison, T Hawk, and Zangief. So you can play as them. You also get a 60-minute time trial. That'll be available on the 31st of January. So if you have yet to play the game and want to check it out, come back on the 31st and play it for free for a year or for a year. Play it free for an hour. And then Dead Rising 4 is going to release in Germany. Let's see. This is the first time it's been available in the market. Let's see. Look for the retailers to begin offering it in late February. So if you're in Germany and don't have it, it sounds like they didn't give it to you, you can play it in late February.
I wonder if they're going to do something to make blood different or something in Germany. Do they still do that?
I think they do. I think there's still a lot of restrictions over there
Yeah.
on what the games can do.
Like it'll be what, green instead of red for the zombies or something. I mean,
Or purple.
or they're not
Okay.
zombies; they're like robots or something.
Rainbows. Yeah. All right, Rob,
All right.
you've got some recap news here. Huh?
Couple, 2, 3 things. So a quick hit on a couple of things that came up the last week. First off, there was a bunch of chatter and actually a little bit of a chit chat on the Facebook group, this Xbox Live Facebook group, with the Project Scorpio. They say that it's going to be a full-blown upgrade to the Xbox One,
Oh, yeah.
and not necessarily just like an Xbox that does 4K. And this was actually confirmed by Phil Spencer that despite rumors, it will support native 4K. Also, custom gamer picks should be out probably before E3. Major Nelson mentioned about this here, and basically at some point during the creators update, I know for Windows 10 it's currently on the fast ring for testing, and so I don't know if I don't know if it's out for the Xbox One. I haven't checked to see if I got any new updates lately on there. But yeah, custom gamer picks. Hey, Mark, are you going to do a custom gamer pick?
Probably not.
Too much work.
Too much work.
Ditto. Yeah. Maybe if you have some time to kill or something like that, you can do it. But I know a lot of people really like customizing stuff.
How custom is it? Can you take a picture of something like yourself and put it up through Xbox.com or something? Or
I remember there was a discussion on it on the Major Nelson podcast. I don't remember exactly if that was released yet. They just said it's coming.
I hope they don't
and
let you
that
do whatever you want.
and that you're going to be able to upload, if I remember correctly. But I would think that they would have to have some kind of method to police that.
Yes. Yes.
Because as soon as you open something like this, people get pretty creative in not necessarily a good way.
Pretty stupid and offensive.
Yeah.
So I'll say this: if I see anything like that on anyone's profile on my list, they will no longer be my friend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove that garbage.
So a little bit of news in the achievement world. People found out that if you use the narrator feature, you can read descriptions of achievements that are hidden.
Really?
Yeah. So usually secret achievements are kept secret, basically, so you don't spoil the game or whatnot. And it looks like it's going to be patched pretty soon. I don't know if it's been patched yet, but if you're an achievement hunter, that's something that you can do to kind of game the system until they get that patched.
You got to use the proper term. If you're an achievement hound,
That's right.
Hound. We got to throw bone to our hounds.
And a couple stats on Xbox Live. There are currently 55 million users, and $1 billion was made from digital transactions in the second quarter.
Wow.
That is crazy.
$1 billion in a single quarter?
Well, $1 billion in transactions.
In one quarter?
Yes, Q2.
Wow, that's not even the holiday. Can you imagine how much they did in Q4?
Actually, I don't know if the Q2 for them is the holiday one.
That's true. It could have
It
been.
might. Some companies start in like June or July. It
Yeah,
says
that.
here,
Yeah.
the earnings report for the second quarter of fiscal 2017. That's got to be what it is. Um, was released, and we can see how successful Microsoft has been in promoting the Xbox One and pushing out its new software. They made a huge leap when it comes to digital sale of games and the adoption of the live service. There was an all-time high of 1 billion made off of digital sales alone, and they hit 55 million active users. So if it's 55 million active users, I would imagine there's probably even more, maybe that have dormant accounts.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting. And then moving on to the um, Xbox Preview program, which is now the Xbox Insiders program. It looks like there's going to be some changes to how the program works, and there's going to be different insider build rings, kind of like what they have up for Windows 10 insider programs, and you don't get to choose which ring you get put into. And so what Microsoft is going to do is they're going to put you into an appropriate ring based on how much feedback you've provided in the past. And feedback basically means, of course, feedback itself, where you can provide feedback for things and then also doing quests and so forth. And yeah, that's about it for the news. So let's move on to the next story.
Alrighty.
You good?
I'm good. Yeah.
All right.
Uh oh. Uh
Bit of
oh.
bad news for those
Uh
folks up
oh.
north.
Oh boy, the angry Canadian is gonna be throwing a fit here. Yeah, I don't see him in the chat today, so whew,
No.
we won't have
Oh,
to ban him for cursing.
well, maybe it'll happen later.
But Stuart,
Just not right now.
if you're driving right now, you might want to pull over. That's all I can say. Pull over before Rob reads his next part.
Yes. So Microsoft is going to be increasing the price of Xbox Live in Canada, a whole whopping $10. Just like Sony did, well, like summer? Was that summer or spring last year? I know it was a while ago, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so they bumped the price. They're bumping the price of Xbox Live from $59.99 to $69.99. And then also the
In
six
Canada,
month in Canada, correct.
that's like 60 cents to us, right?
Okay.
I don't know.
You took that away from me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say $2, but so also we have the cost of 6 month, 3 month, and 1 month subscriptions also being bumped up accordingly to $44.99, $29.99, and $11.99. The change is going to happen on February 28th, so you have about one more month to stack up your Xbox Live if you'd like, because I think what you can do like 3 years total, 2 or 3 years in advance.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's a limit, I believe.
Yeah. So, grab yourself some Xbox Live cheap while you can, and then maybe you can do something along, or think of it, justify it to yourself, like buy 2 years, get one free or something. Who knows? Microsoft sent out an email to subscribers saying, after carefully evaluating the currency changes within Canada, and with the understanding that our offerings always provide a balance of service and value for our customers, we will be adjusting the price of Xbox Live Gold subscriptions. So I don't know, maybe those folks already know, but it's news to us here in the U.S.
Making Canada pay their fair share finally. See?
Yes.
See, Trump's already he's making Xbox Live great again by making Canada pay for their Xbox
Or
Live
is there
service.
or is there going to be a wall
The
between us and Canada?
paywall.
The increase here is going to be to pay for the wall.
Oh,
Okay.
that sucks. It does suck, but it
Yeah.
is, it happens because of the changing prices of currency. So
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't be. Hopefully that's not a. I mean, I don't know what $10 translates to. I know it wouldn't keep me off. Ooh, probably shouldn't say that. If I tell you what, Microsoft, you raise it here in the U.S., I quit. No, I wouldn't quit for $10 a year, but still, hopefully that's not a huge price for our Canadian friends.
Actually, I'm kind of curious here. So,
Gonna look up what it is.
yeah. So 59.99, which is what it currently is in US dollars, is it's approximately 45.61. So they've had a sale.
Man, so you're saying what the price right now, or what it's going to, translates to forty
No,
five dollars?
what it currently is, it's approximately 45.61 today.
Oh man, no one. Yeah, raise that sucker, man. I'd do it right now. I'd make them pay past like at least a year, what reparations or whatever. You need to go back and collect, man. They've
And
been
then
getting off scot free.
the new price of 69.99 is 53.22 US. So
It's then that comes that's coming into pretty close. Wait, it's going to be 53 US.
53.22
That's still
as of
cheaper. That's still
yeah.
cheaper. We pay $60. I
Yep.
mean, granted, we look for sales, but the actual price is $59.99 a year, so they're still getting it cheaper. All right, I'm gonna call the White House tonight. I'm gonna say, Don, you got to get on this, buddy. Canada's not paying their fair share.
So our $60 non-sale price of Xbox Live is $78.91 Canadian. So they would need to go up yet another $10 to be even close to us.
Yeah, so Carbide, I better not hear you complain to me about it at all, buddy, because now we're armed with the information. You're still
He's
not paying your fair share.
yes, he's enjoyed years and years and years of a lower price. What's up
Yeah,
with that?
yeah, it's about time. Step it up, pal.
Okay. All right, moving on. There's a game called Doodle God that some people tend to enjoy. It's been out on PC for quite some time, and Doodle God is coming to the Xbox One. I believe it's out on Windows 10 already in the Windows 10 store. Doodle God Ultimate Edition will be released on the Xbox One. I have not seen a release date for it yet. I don't know if they've announced that, but the new Ultimate Edition offers a planet mode where gamers will be able to create elements such as volcanoes and watch them come alive in their world. New mission mode has been added to help players learn how to create new elements and progress in the game, and a PvP mode will allow players to compete against each other. But the game is only going to be $9.99, which is like 8 cents in Canada, apparently. Uh, but for $10, that seems like a pretty good price for a game here.
So, Doodle God, is it like a drawing game then?
No.
Oh, okay. To me, when I saw the title, I thought of like, what was that game? Scribble Knots, like where you drew stuff, and I
Oh,
was thinking, how are you gonna draw with a controller? Because I remember there was a game that I bought. I think it was Ubisoft put it out. There was some games, and they had this game pad, and you drew on it. Like it had a pen attached to it. And you drew on this pad to do different things. Like there was like was that Pictionary, and but they had other games. There was a Marvel game as well with it that you would use this pad and draw and stuff and play the game. It was kind of weird. I can't remember what that was called. So I was thinking maybe they're coming out with that. But if that's not what it is, then
no.
okay. Oh, we don't
No,
need no more peripherals.
it's a interesting looking game. I mean, the art looks pretty cool. You have a world um, that you put different stuff in, like you combine these elements together. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. But yeah, check it out. Check out the trailer if there is one in the Xbox store when it comes out. All right.
All right.
Anything more to add on that one?
Nope.
All right. Next up, there's a company called Hyperkin. They're releasing a wired classic style controller for the Xbox One. So if you really want to get your old school gaming on in the next gen current systems, then you might want to look at what's this model number? The Hyperkin X91. So it's definitely like an old school controller. Not so much like Nintendo, but more like Sega Genesis, I guess, sort of. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it's like a cross between a Sega Genesis controller and the Xbox One controller. So it's definitely doesn't have as much of a pronounced,
Oh,
you know, what?
that's weird.
What, the controller?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the grips or whatever you want to call them, they do not extend as far down, so it's much smaller altogether. Maybe better for like smaller hands, like smaller people or kids. But yeah, it looks like they've come out with a whole bunch of controllers in the past, and this game is only $30, coming out in black, white, and red. Pre-orders are open now.
It's weird. It's like if you go, what is it, to the second picture, it almost looks like from the back, like the triggers aren't full triggers. Like they might almost be like a PlayStation trigger, which I don't like those. I really,
Okay.
but I don't know. I could be wrong. It's just hard to tell from the picture. But yeah, that is a small controller.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't know if I'd like that, but interesting. Gives at least we got some options there for people that might prefer a smaller controller.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's like a Sega Genesis and Super NES. I mean, I can see the Super NES in it a little bit. I don't know
maybe.
if you ever had much time with those systems.
Yeah, I that was so long ago. I don't remember.
Yeah. But hey, more options for controllers are definitely worth it.
And I posted the link in the chat for those that are watching. They can check out that image in the link that Rob you were talking about. Pretty weird. Cool. All right, I added something. I totally forgot about this. I posted in our Facebook group about it this week, and I did put the link there. But for those of you excited about Mass Effect Andromeda, if you can go to masseffect.com and then click on the Andromeda initiative. It's at the top. It'll take you to the Andromeda page where you can log in and basically watch some of their new trailers. They've got, I think, 4 trailers out. Just by logging in, you get a free skin for, or maybe you have to watch the first video, but you get a free skin for the Nomad, which will be in game skin. And then if you watch all 6, they're gonna post up like 6 videos. You can get I think it's a helmet. You'll get a helmet for your character in game. So there's some kind of tools, and it's just a great place to watch some videos on and learn about Mass Effect Andromeda. So they got some really nice stuff out there. So check it out, guys. You will not want to miss that. Have you seen any of that yet, Rob? Or are you looking forward to Andromeda, Mass Effect?
Um, I really haven't been following it a whole lot. I definitely like the Mass Effect series. It's one of those things. Sometimes I tend to not follow the news too much on a game, and then as soon as it comes out, I'm kind of all over it.
But
So
you never played the first 3, right?
I have never completed them. I played the original. I don't know how far into it, and then I played three
That's right.
to some degree.
Well, this at least is a different storyline altogether, but
Yeah.
I'm really when I was watching the video. I mean, I loved the Normandy, the ship that you flew in Mass Effect, and I mean, I would love to have like a model, like a real good die cast of it, not a model or plastic, like a real one. I think that ship looks so cool, and this new one, what is the name of the ship? Um, It's it's awesome. It looks so cool. It's very similar to the Normandy in a way, but it just looks wicked cool. It's like I want that. I forgot what the name of that ship is though. And it's they got it in their little Andromeda initiative. You can see it's like a patch, they got for this site, and the ship's in the middle of it. The outline, it looks really cool. So, but neat stuff. Check it out. Game comes out in March, I think it is. I cannot wait. So, all right. There.
Okay.
Okay. So much for that little pause there. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
I was on the edge of my seat. Like, what's he gonna say?
What's he gonna say? No, I sorry. I got distracted. I was reading some comments in the Twitch page. I'm not used to having to run the whole thing here and, and pay attention. All right. So we got anything else, Rob?
Yeah, a couple things. A couple new titles came into backwards compatibility within last week.
Okay.
We had Alice Madness Returns come out on 24th, and then just recently Shadows of the Damned and Rocket Knight. So those are all backwards compatible. Looks like 3 games. And then yeah, going back, I don't know how long let's see, this other one was last week, because I don't think we mentioned these. Midway Arcade Origins, Mutant Storm Empire, and Tekken 6 came out last week. So it's kind of interesting. They're releasing like 3-4 games a week now, backwards compatible. So I wonder how many there are total. There's quite a few. They should number them.
Yeah, they should.
That's right. What?
Isn't there over 200 now? Like 200 and
Yeah, there's a list on Xbox.com. So unfortunately, they don't like number them in terms of you know the full count. But
I
I
think
mean, it's quite extensive.
IGN or was Electronic Gaming Monthly or something. Those guys, I don't for some reason they keep coming up in my Facebook page, and it's just like they always do that clickbait type of thing. They're like,
Oh, I hate that.
ooh, and it's like, oh, Microsoft does it again with new backwards compatibility titles, but you got to go to their website to see what they are, and then it's like never anything good.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, gee, the 18th release of Pac-Man. Thanks.
Oh,
So
yay.
I never click on those anymore. I'm like, nah, I don't need to know.
Yeah, because if you go to Major Nelson's site, he has them all there. And right now, it looks like with the additions that they had this week, the list is 325.
Wow. I was thinking 230. Wow. Get another 100 on top of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, and some of these are, I don't know if I would count some of these like full-fledged games. I guess so. You got your like Sonic the Hedgehogs. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3. There's like 4 of those. A bunch of Sega Vintage Collection, like Golden Axe, Streets of Rage. You know, those are like coming up like as separate games. I guess they are. I mean,
Yeah. Well, that rare replay was what, 30 different games, right?
yeah.
So there was a big chunk right there.
What a waste of money that was. Whoa, who said that?
All right, got a
30
cool.
bucks for games that you'll never play, or I'm sorry, that I'll never play. It seemed like a good idea at the time, and then you
Yeah.
see how much the game sucks from like the year 2000.
Yeah, it's like that Nintendo Mini Classic. It's like I'm not gonna waste my money on it because soon you're gonna be like, oh, this is awesome, and then you're gonna plug it in and go, man, this game sucks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, speaking of retro games, one thing that's kind of neat is that Sega just released a whole bunch of theme songs from some of their games, like Outrun and a couple of others. They're on Spotify.
oh really?
So if you ever played any Outrun, you know that you would have like a couple channels or a couple songs to choose from while you're racing your was it what was that, a Ferrari Testarossa or something
Something
like
like
that?
that. Yeah, I think that's what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, so now you can have those games uh, jamming in your car, in your real
In your
car while you
Prius.
yeah.
uh, hey,
So that was kind of neat.
so we got a question here that I want to pose to you.
Sure.
So this comes from Richard down in Australia. He says, "Do you think the Xbox Scorpio should flex its muscle with a flight simulator? Perhaps have Xbox Lockheed Martin partnership with Real Pilot's Guidebook?" I don't know about the guidebook, but if I'm unless I'm just not understanding that part of the question, but we don't. I don't know, a real flight simulator. Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, think about it this way. This actually is a really good idea he has because if the Scorpio is going to have the muscle to do it and have VR, can you imagine Microsoft Flight Simulator VR on Xbox One? I mean, you can just sit there and turn your head and you're looking out the windows and use your, controller to fly, and it would all look just that would be a cool flight sim game
Yeah, I would.
in VR. I can see that's something I would want to do in a VR.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Because it's been years since I did any flight sim any flight sim gaming, if you could call it that.
oh man, now he's got me excited for something that's probably not going to happen. Thanks, Richard.
Well, you can just substitute Ace Combat for that, maybe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Ace Combat 7 is coming to the Xbox One and the PC as well as the PlayStation. So we're getting a PlayStation title, which is cool.
Hey,
But I don't
what do you think?
know. I don't
What
know
do you
about
think
it
of?
because what do I think of what?
What do you think of Hawks coming to backwards compatibility? Remember that game?
Yeah, I liked it. I'd like to see a new game on the Xbox One. I don't really want to see the backward compatibility.
Okay.
Give me a new game, man. Give me Hawks 3. But it's not going to
But
happen.
at this point, it's been so long that you could probably start it over. It's like a new experience again.
Yeah. If it was a new game and a reboot, I'd be fine with it. I just
Yeah.
don't do the backwards compat. I don't need that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I wonder how well a flight sim would do, like a
oh my
legit
gosh,
flight sim would do on the consoles. Because
Hawks VR.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that is to me. That's where VR would be cool. You mean you sit in your lazy boy and you're whipping your neck. You're gonna get a broken neck. I can see it now. What? Where is he's on my six? As you're whipping around looking, you're looking at the back of your lazy boy. That would be funny to watch somebody play that.
Oh yeah.
So as I'm whipping my neck back and forth here, and you can't see it. So, but cool. That's a good idea, Richard. I like that idea. You know what? We need to go to the. I don't think you can. Yeah, you can. What is the user feedback page? I think I'm gonna go there today and put in a suggestion. Give us Flight Sim VR on the Xbox Scorpio, and I'll put the link out on our Facebook group so you guys can all go out there and vote that one up. That would be cool. I would buy VR for that. So, there was something else I was thinking of, but I think you got anything else?
One more thing.
Well, just one
Uh,
more.
Just one more. There's a company that launched a Kickstarter campaign. They're looking to collect $900,000.
Yikes!
And as of right now, they have 26 days to go. They collected $130,000. And what they're looking to do is to make an Apocalypse Now video game.
Jeez.
And I guess it got the thumbs up, green light, whatever you want to call it, from Francis Ford Coppola. And it's going to have a heavy emphasis on an RPG like narrative with branching outcomes. Puts you in the jungles and rivers of Vietnam in a first person perspective.
Hmm.
So, yeah, that would be kind of interesting. I don't know. Let me see if I can see when the estimated delivery is. Oh, geez.
A couple years from now.
October 2020.
Yeah. Well,
So
they're
that,
just raising money now. They don't even, they just got an idea.
yeah.
So,
So it says we're making a first-person perspective survival, and horror game with strong role-playing elements. No open world, no long walks, no twitch shooting. All tension, all tactical decision making. Some outcomes determined by player skill and some by character skill. Psychological decision making in your dialogues with other characters. Interesting. Yeah, I always liked that movie.
I can still hear the song. Da, 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 as the choppers are coming in. It's about all I remember.
Oh yeah, and that one saying,
Love the smell of napalm in the morning.
"It's like victory."
All right. Anything else, Rob?
No, that's
Are you sure?
maybe I'll come up with something later, but as of right now,
All right. Well, let's get into the community. Community. Hold on. Let me make sure I do this correctly. So where are we? We're here. Turn this off. When it comes to voicemail, you can send us a voicemail by going to this xboxlife.com, clicking on the send voicemail link on the right hand side. And that's what CatFlap1970 did. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to preface this. I don't know if it was, I don't know what, if it was his computer, his internet, if it was the website that does the recording in the background. The audio here is pretty bad, but we'll be able to hear most of it. So let me pull this up and let's play what CatFlap1970 had to say. And hopefully you guys will be able to hear it. Do do do. Come on, play for me, please. It's coming. I promise. Whoa! It it crashed.
I didn't quite understand that.
It crashed. All right, let me open this up in something else.
He didn't even get one syllable out.
It was like bleh.
Yeah.
What was it? Trying to open it up in Groove or something. Let's try Windows
Good
Media.
morning, guys. Cat 1970 from the UK here. Tried the art the weekend. This is one of these cardboard things in your mobile phone. Must say, tried about 20 minutes after the trying it. My equilibrium was completely off. I will not be venturing into the welcome video. I personally think it's a bit of a gadget thing. Can't see it taking off, to be honest. I prefer my games with TV, much more so. Still going to Scorpio because I like the idea of the extra power on the Scorpio, and obviously the games that we all know they're just going to make Scorpio games at some point. Listen to you guys talking about the Xbox Live updates or enhancements they're going to bring out. I hope they're going to make it simpler, to be honest. I just find the dashboard complex. I like watching the Major Nelson videos. I spend 5 minutes trying to find the damn thing. I wish there was just a simplified dashboard you could use for gaming only. No TV, no music, no OneDrive, no PowerPoint, Word, or whatever else they bolt onto it. Where it's just a dedicated dashboard to the gaming only. And that's all it shows. It's just gaming and gaming related videos from Xbox. But there you go. It's one of those things. Anyway, show guys. Always enjoy listening every week and have a good one. Bye bye.
No PowerPoint.
Love that.
Yeah, I think I don't know. There was just a bad connection there when he made his call. So apologize to everybody, but I wanted to get his call in. He still sent it, and you could hear the last part of it. But um, yeah, I think you know I'm looking forward to Scorpio. If it's not crazy priced, I'm probably gonna. I'm pretty much planning on buying one. Of course, I gotta get the boss to agree to that. But and I do hope I'm hoping to get a new TV setup this year, um, 4K HDR, and my Scorpio kind of all around the end of the year. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But he wants a simpler dashboard for gaming only. What do you think, Rob? Are you Have you seen the new update? Did you get or you said you haven't, right?
I really don't know. I mean, I normally check almost every time I boot it up, and I don't know if I have this in this past week.
Because
Actually,
you're
let me.
moving, right? So you're putting your personal life in front of, the show. I don't think that's really
No,
appropriate.
I'm putting this show in front of my personal life because this table that using right now is all getting dismantled as soon as we disconnect,
uh,
and
so
it's like everything's getting packed.
yeah, unfortunately, I can't answer this, and I know we've got a question here too. That's basically on the new dash and the new speed. And I'm not gonna. Neither one of us are gonna be able to talk to it, but um,
Hey, we didn't
excuse me.
mention the snap thing.
Oh, dude, I'm not. I'm hoping that that's fake. I'm just holding out that that's not true. Um, I
No,
just
I think it's legit because I could have sworn that
wasn't that on Major Nelson's website.
no, it was what Mike Ibarra. He's Xbox Quick on Twitter. I thought he posted it.
I Yeah, I thought I saw something about that. There was a post towards Major Nelson's site. Um, Maybe it was on this update on the game creator or the creators mode and all that. But yeah, Snap, I guess, is going
Yeah,
away.
yeah. So Mike posted on Twitter 4 days ago. We replaced Snap to improve multitasking, reduce memory use, improve overall speed, and free up resources going forward for bigger things. So maybe Snap was what's killing everything.
The thing is why can't we? If you want to snap, it should be there. If you don't want, if you're not snapped anything, why are they reserving resources for that? It should kick in. You'd think in this day and age, oh, you're going to launch a snap, boom, here's some resources for it. I
Yeah,
would expect to get a little issue or lag or something there, but it's like, yeah, they reserve all the stuff in the background. Same with Connect. It's like, even if you don't have a Connect, they're taking resources for Connect, even though you don't have one. It's it just should be smart enough to say, oh, you have this, um, or you don't have this, then you don't. We can give the resources back to everything. If you're not snapped anything, then why are you holding stuff? Maybe so that it will snap quickly. I don't
you can be a snapper head. Remember that? Andrew Dice Clay,
know. Yeah.
snapper head.
So, but
Yeah,
Hawk
I
says
just
he does.
checked now
Oh, go
for
ahead.
the updates. Yeah, I haven't been updated still since December 10th. So no updates yet.
So Hawk says he doesn't like the new dashboard. He uses Snap for games and watching TV. It is one button push, but I have to leave my game to check the community now. And Brentley says, I like the one button push for the guide. And then I think someone else, oh, yeah, we've got a question. So let's go into that. So we do have, another thing too. I'm going to pull this up real quick because I wanted to mention this with Cat Flap. So Cat Flap has sent us in several email voicemails throughout the years,
Oh yeah,
and
probably dozens.
yeah, he did, and I really appreciate it. And
Yeah.
we actually, so I'm going to send him an Amazon.co.uk gift card. Um, it's for $34.96. It's got the little like a almost like a backwards L with the line through it in front of it. So I don't know if that's. I think it's euros.
Drachmas,
I don't know. Maybe it's pounds.
dinars.
I don't know what the symbol is, but Cat Flap, I'll try to reach out to you. I want to make sure you can use this. If you can, this is a thank you gift for your involvement over the years and sending us some great voicemails. And I know today's was a little rough, but we appreciate you sending that to us anyways. So I'll reach out to you and make sure you can use this. And if so, I'll get that out to you. So I'll try to do that after the show because, but I want to, yeah, because it's only good in the UK. But if you want to send us an email, you can send us one at contact@thisxboxlife.com, just like Nightlord40K did. So you want to read that one, Rob?
Sure. All right. So Nightlord writes in, I was wondering if any of you received the latest insider update for the Xbox. I still have my Halo 5 Special Edition console. I just can't let it go for a smaller console. Anyway, I received the update and it has made the UI slick and smooth. Everything loads really fast, nearly instant on most things. Friends list, messages, party, etc. are simply lightning fast to load up now. I don't know exactly what they have done under the hood. Probably removed Snap, but it's fantastic. That was me adding in my editorial commentary there. The only thing I don't really like is that when you're in a game, you used to be able to press the guide button and it would take you to the dashboard. Now a menu will snap to the left side, and you have to press a home button to go back to the dashboard. This is a small complaint and nothing that is really irritating. I will get used to it. I just wanted your thoughts on the update if you have received it. What do you like or dislike about it?
Yeah, I removed both my Xboxes from the preview program, insider program, whatever it's called now. So
Insiders.
because the one that my kids use, they don't use it enough that it was like every time they would turn it on, it would update. And the updates are getting to be nowadays they're not as quick as they used to be. They take quite a while to update and download and then update and reboot, and it's just like it's kind of a pain. So I took that one out. I hope. I guess I should go boot it up and make sure. I know my S is not in the program. I made sure after I just got tired of all the updates. I got tired of little minor things being broken. That whole time where I lost the Xbox commands and I had to use Cortana and all that stuff. Um, I did not like that, and I would have rather avoided all that because when I just want to play, it's great that people are doing it and testing it out, and I'm glad that some people are saying it works great, but that's never been my experience. There's always been little things that don't work or that break that they do eventually fix, but in the meantime, I'm gonna leave mine out. I'll let all you guys guinea pig for us, and send us in your voicemails, or if you want to record more than 90 seconds, you're welcome to just record yourself talking on your own computer and send us the audio file via email. And we can play that too. So not a problem. We'll definitely do that, but I'll let you guys test it out for us. And Rob's too
See, I
busy
wonder.
moving.
No, I wonder. Oh, hmm.
What?
Because I always used to check updates through settings, system, and then like you show update status. I wonder if it shows update status elsewhere now because I was just in the insider program. This is probably the build for the program itself.
I would think that until you get the new update, the settings where you were going would still probably show it.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you can force a check on it too, if I recall.
Yeah, it's not always available. I know that.
And I see Brun just jumped into the chat. So just so you know, Brun, we're renaming this episode to episode 421. Blame Brun. So just so you know. Also, I want to wish a happy birthday to Hawk. The man is his life is going to be all downhill the rest of the way. He hits 50 here um, on Sunday, so his birthday's coming up. Congrats, man! Glad you spending your pre-birthday hours with us. All right, so that's our okay. So that's the voicemails. That's how to get to us an email. If you want to follow our Twitter, it is thisxboxlife.com/Twitter. You can also check out our Facebook group at thisxboxlife.com/Facebook. Our group is closed, so you don't have to worry about your boss seeing you post in a gaming group in the middle of the day. And that takes us to the new releases. Come on, Rob, earn that pay.
I'm all disappointed. I don't have the update yet.
Oh,
I just snapped IE to the side of my screen here. Boo.
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 Oh, I like Snap. How is it? So my thoughts on this is if they're taking Snap away, then how are you going to broadcast? Like, I guess you can't chat anymore. You're not going to be able to see when people are talking to you because I used to. The only real time I would Snap. Well, there's a couple things I use Snap. So we're going to jump back to this here since you brought it since you are derailing us.
So this is a snapperhead
I'm
conversation.
blaming Brun for this that you're derailing us. Um, I would snap to when I broadcast so that I can see when people were chatting, and then I can answer questions or talk to them. Or using the True Achievement app, you snap it so you can see what it is you're working on, and if you're trying to figure out how to do a certain achievement or trying to where is it I go to jump from the tallest building or whatever, or find that skull in Halo. I would snap that often and do those, and now you're not going to be able to do that. That really stinks. So I don't know. Hopefully there'll be a way to at least go back and forth between the two apps. I don't know, like your game and the app. So, anyways, moving on.
See, I have a snap um, alternative, and it's this. Can you see that? No, I can't. I don't have enough cord.
Two screens.
Yeah. So that's my snap screen on the left, and I just knocked over a soda can. Yay.
Nice. Okay.
So my left screen is my left snap, and my right screen is my Xbox. Actually, it's really convenient though, because if you ever need to like look up hints or walkthroughs or something, yeah, I just do it on my Windows machine on the left screen, and the right is the Xbox. Anyway, new releases for the coming week. We've got a couple of things on Xbox One. We have Wells coming out on January 30th. Kill the Bad Guy, January 31st. Candleman on February 1st. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Road to Boruto Pack. Oh, that's a mouthful right there. On February 3rd. Knee Deep, also on February 3rd. Aqua Kitty UDX Xbox One Ultra Edition, also on February 3rd. And lastly, on February 3rd, we have Pixel Heroes, Bite and Magic. And 360 releases, unlikely.
Yeah, we're not even going to bother with those anymore.
Yes. Actually,
nobody's making 360 games anymore. So
yeah. Games with Gold, you still have a couple more days to grab World of Van Helsing Death Trap. That ends on the 31st of January, which is 3 days away. I look at the calendar here. The new game that started about a week and a half ago is Killer Instinct Season 2 Ultra Edition. Xbox 360 backwards compatibility is Rayman Origins. So you have about 3 more days to grab that one. And they already announced the
how did we not get
the
that in here?
new let me see the
games for gold for February.
Yeah, because I don't remember what they were. I mean, I don't think there was anything really
Here it is. I will
crazy in there.
So for Xbox One, it's Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. That's for the whole month. And then Project Cars Digital Edition will be available free February 16th to March 15th. Then for the 360, again, backwards compatible. February 1st through the 15th is the Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition, or the Secret of Monkey Island 2 Special Edition. And then on the 16th of February to the 28th is Star Wars Force Unleashed.
Okay.
which was a great game.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, those are our games for gold for February.
What was that other really awesome Star Wars game?
Like the one that got canceled.
No, it was out on. Is it the original Xbox?
You think about Knights of the Old Republic?
No, before that. Actually, I'm thinking PC maybe now.
I have no idea where you're going.
Oh, I was gonna say they need to come up with a new version of that. Actually, that's killing me now. What was it? You were like a Jedi guy.
That I think you're thinking of
Jedi
is
Knight.
okay.
Star Wars Jedi Knight. Loved that game.
Did you try this new one though? Have you ever played Force Unleashed? You're a Jedi there too, I believe. Seems to me, if I recall, because you got Force powers.
I don't know if I don't think I've actually played that one.
Well, it's free in February. You can play it.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I remember because there was one like you were doing something like making a starship crash or something, and you had to use your powers to do it,
Okay.
and it was actually kind of tough.
Oh, speaking of Star Wars games, I saw that Battlefront was on sale. And my son's really been talking about it because he plays it over by his cousins,
Uh huh.
which is a PlayStation household.
Boo.
Hmm. But how is I tried the trial and I was lukewarm on it. Did you play Battlefront at all?
I've got it. I thought it was a really good game, but for some reason I just never got into it. But it was good,
Let me see the
and it looks. I mean, the visually, it's stunning. There's
yeah.
a map or a level you're running around on the what is that Endor, and it was just like wow. It's like you really feel like you're running through a real forest. I mean,
Oh wow.
it's impressive. It looks really good. And when you get to play Darth, there was one where the one mode I really enjoyed was like there was one bad guy like Darth Vader, like, and there's a bunch of people and everybody's after the bad guy, so you're all trying to take him out. And if you take out Darth Vader, then you become like the next bad guy. But you could be the Emperor, you could be Vader, you could be any one of like the hero characters, or
Hmm.
those main characters from the movie, Boba Fett. So you're working to try to take them out and then become them, and then you try to stay alive as long as possible. And I remember getting to be Vader one time, dude. Man, I was tearing it up. I'm like, this is so cool. They
Yeah.
did a great job.
Yeah.
It was fun to play as Vader. So good times, Bo. Yeah, I mean, I think the game was like $30 right now. I think it's 50% off or something like that. So, um,
It's so they have the Battlefront Ultimate Edition, which includes what? In this bundle, they have.
Ultimate's gonna have like everything, season pass, everything possible you're gonna get. Now, my only caveat here is when I've seen them put some games on a serious sale and then they take it off and it's like that next week, as soon as it goes off sale, it goes into the vault. So
Oh yeah,
I mean, I don't know. It's been out what, a year now. There's a good chance
it's something
it's
like
gonna
that.
go into the vault pretty soon. But there's no guarantees, and I don't know if you have EA access. And then if you
Yeah,
ever,
I'd let that lapse.
yeah, I don't. I'm quitting mine this year. I canceled my renewal, but it's good till August anyways. Um,
Yeah,
but
so this includes Battlefront, Rogue One, Scarif. I can't really read that too well there. Um, the Deluxe Edition, Outer Rim, Death Star, the Season Pass, Bespin, and I think that's it. So that's
yeah,
a lot of content, and
there,
it's
yeah.
$23.
I mean, you'll make your kid really happy if you spend the $23, especially if he really likes it.
So then I can use the Xbox as a tool to get him to do stuff like
Clean the
study
house.
and-
Yeah, if you want to play. So
if you want to play, then I want you to.
I mean, that's dirt cheap, man. But again, yeah, if you you don't have EA access, so I would say go grab it if it's anything of interest to you or your son. I mean,
Okay, you talked me into it.
all right,
So ballsy.
just go buy it. Just do it. Just use Brun's credit card. He won't notice. All right.
Done.
I think that's it, isn't it?
Um,
Are we done with the show?
I think so.
Oh, I missed the.
We just
games
have to mention if you make any purchases on Amazon, use our affiliate link. You can find that at thisxboxlife.com/Amazon, or you can just go to our homepage at thisxboxlife.com, click on the Amazon logo. Make sure to do that every time that you make your purchases on Amazon. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help support the show. Another way that you can also give us a hand, help us out by finding us on iTunes, give us a 5-star review. That'll help more and more people find about the show and grow the community. Now I think we're officially done.
Yay, we're done. All right. Well, then that's it for us this week.
They also have
Oh.
Assassin's Creed Chronicles Trilogy for $12.50. That's a good deal.
No, it's Assassin's Creed. Nothing's a good deal when it comes to Assassin's Creed.
The Chronicles, they're India, Russia, and China. They're side scrollers,
Oh yeah.
not first person. I mean, I finished. So actually, the only one I haven't played is Russia.
Well, there you go.
And India, I think I finished it. China, I'm like halfway through it, but they're great. And they also have Titanfall 2 Deluxe.
Dude, everybody should be buying that.
Titanfall 2 Deluxe, $40.
If you don't have Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2 as an Xbox One gamer, you need to just turn your Xbox One in. You don't deserve to be an Xbox One gamer. I'm saying it now. And buy Watch Dogs. I think Watch Dogs 2 was like half price. I don't know if it still is, but I'm telling you guys, give it. If you haven't played Watch Dogs 2, they have a free trial of that right now as well. Go play it. The freaking game is awesome. It is that was the best fun I had all year. So don't be swayed by the first game. I know people, I've recommended it to it. They went and bought it and they love it. Jesus Walks a Lot was one of those guys, and he just loves that game. Several other people I know have bought it and have said the same thing. It blows the first one out of the water. So don't judge it on the first game. So, all right, that's all I'm saying on it.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, be back next week. Hopefully, all three of us will be here, and we will see you guys online. Join us on Xbox Live or chat us up on a Facebook group. I am Mark, aka Wingman709, taking off.
And I'm Rob, also known as Presar. Thanks for listening, everybody. Future man.